What's up? What's up? What's up? It's the MKP. It's the MKP. My game in the building. It's the MKP. We got a Lee in the building. Mr. Make It Happen. It's the MKP.
Hey y'all.
It's the MKP. All day long.
Hey y'all.
It's the MKP.
Hey y'all.
It's the MKP. What's up? What's up? Welcome to the Ketchup podcast, episode 84. Restoring Hezekiah Productions presents the Ketchup podcast, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to let him produce a little bit. We got a guest coming up in here today. Of course, you got your host, Lofton, a.k.a. Mr. Hezekiah, and I got my co-host, Rajim, in the building.
Mr. Make It Happen, baby, all day long. Let's go. Do it again. For the 84th time?
You know what's up. 84, man. We back up in here. And we have a wonderful guest that is down below. Like I said, Hezekiah Morris. He's a producer. He's a writer. He's got movies coming out. He's got multiple books. He's been put up for so many awards and whatnot. And we're going to for sure get into that during our interview session on here. But everybody out there, make sure that you welcome Hezekiah to the show.
What's up, everybody? Let's go.
What's up, everybody? Welcome. We really appreciate you coming through and hanging out with us. It's been a wonderful deal, you know what I'm saying? So it's like to come through on 84 shows. We've been keeping pushing, and always we appreciate any guest that comes through and blesses us with their presence. So to get it started, man, Rajim, man, tell me how it's been. You know, for everybody out there, you know, you probably was missing us. We was gone for a little bit. We got folks, you know what I'm saying, getting surgeries. We got people, you know, I had to work the night shift. We had a lot of stuff going on, and plus the holiday that happened. So we took a little time off. So Rajim, what'd you do with that time off, man?
Yeah, man. So I was in DR last week, man. Living my best life, you know, there chilling on the beach, drinking my ties and your ties, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Bow ties.
You know what I'm saying? Bow ties, all that, bro. We was living our best life, bro. I'm out there drinking on. Hey, this is drink in the DR, and most people, if they've been to the DR or whatever, or if you're from the Dominican Republic, whatever, there's a drink called Mama Juana, right? So when we first got there, I'm thinking it's Mama Juana. Okay, it's, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, well, it got marijuana in the name. I'm thinking it's about to go down. I'm thinking this, you know, well, basically it's a rum that's soaked in like cinnamon and all kind of like different minerals or whatever. I don't know. It's the bottle like it's full of wood, right? It's soaked. It looks like it's full of wood, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's how that's the best way I can explain it to you. But bro, when I tell you, bro, we made it a point to take at least two not marijuana for anybody watching, Mama Juana shots. You know what I'm saying? Daily. So other than that, man, chill. Hey, the beach was beautiful, man. The water was nice, bro. Had an amazing time. Got to spend 4 nights, 5 days, and in Dominican Republic. And then this week, so that was last week. So this week, this weekend, I had a little get together, man, a little pool party, whatever. You know, we had a good time. Friends came over, you know, just hung out, man, chill out in the pool, you know, got our drink on, you know. So yeah, man, it's summer. Hey, summer is here. What Chris Brown say, summer too hot. It's here. You know what I'm saying? Already.
Yeah, I'm outside all summer.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, I'm outside. What the hot girl says, hot boy summer.
Yeah, that's it.
This is how shit outside.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, it was you know, hey, I took advantage of the time off. I mean, I had to work because that kind of took away from that first week, but hey, the weekend was fantastic. Got to go visit family, you know what I'm saying? So got to go check out my daughter and whatnot. She lives down in Naples. So we went to go spend time with her, did a little landscaping, you know what I'm saying? I was out there, got up at the crack of dawn because I was trying not to have this freaking heat burn me up. So I was up at like 6:30 out there, me and the wife out there with the shovel, rake, you know what I'm saying? We trying to put it together, you know what I'm saying? We was out there, didn't want to pay nobody, you know, man, I'm going to do it myself. So we in out there, got the grind, got our workout on. You know what I'm saying? So it was a good time. Made the house look a lot better. So we did that part, and then you know, say hit the pool, swam some laps. You know what I'm saying? My wife got me a nice, you know, she got me a nice pair of goggles, right? So now I'm up in this mud like Michael Phelps, dog. I was up in here like, I was like, oh shoot, I'm up here looking straight. You know what I'm saying? With the freestyle game. So I was like, about to start hitting the pool and doing laps. You know what I'm saying? I'm do that type deal. So you know, it was fun, man. We had a good time. It's fantastic. What up?
What in a black movie with like Denzel or somebody? Where they had a swim team or something?
I ain't seen that Denzel movie. I don't know if he made that one. He made a basketball team, football team. I don't know if he did the swim team. And maybe
that was Terrence Howard.
See, there you go, Terrence Howard. You know what I'm saying?
That he looked nothing like Denzel at all.
I don't know.
No, but it was a good time, man, and hit the grill up as well. So it was legit. So Hezekiah, man, what did you do for your holiday weekend?
Man, what did I do? Nothing. I actually worked the holiday weekend.
Oh man. Hey, you gotta pay the bills.
You get that double?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got it though. I got it. Then I had a couple of shows to do this weekend, so it was a chill weekend.
Oh, okay.
And yeah.
Hey, so Hayes, I don't know if you got it on the docket or not, man.
Dope.
But you know, just as we talk about the holiday, man. You know, like so everybody know, bro. It ain't just the barbecue. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, remember those who gave everything, you know what I'm saying, so we could have a chance to barbecue, man. You know, I lost a lot of friends, you know, people that I thought was always gonna be here or whatever, and when you're in the military, and especially when you're an NCO or officer or whatever, you train people to go into combat, and some people don't come back, man, that stay with you. So, you know what I'm saying, like I said, my hat goes off to those who didn't make it home, man. We always gonna remember. We're never gonna forget. Real talk.
Yeah, for sure. You know, Memorial Day is a big thing. You know, I got a military household. My son's in the military. I've served in the military. My dad served. My sister served. Like, so, I mean, we got a military family. You know, running all the way back to my grandfather. So, you know, Memorial Day for those that gave the ultimate sacrifice to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, we can keep fighting the good fight. You know, trying to make the nation better, trying to make the world better, you know. So those that went through that and sacrificed us for that, you know what I'm saying, hats off, you know, prayers, blessings, that you were there for the nation when they called. So you know, always love the soldiers, the airmen, you know, your sailors and your Marines that are out there that did all that stuff for everybody. So, you know, salute for sure. And now we're gonna keep it moving, you know what I'm saying? And one thing besides barbecuing, I know what other people did on Memorial Day. They had a drink of the day. Well, you know, as we always do, we gotta have a drink of the day. You know, if you had a good weekend, a bad weekend, okay weekend, or you just sat on your ass and you ain't do nothing. It's always time for a drink of the day. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I got a little drink of the day. You know what I'm saying? I mixed a little. What was it? We had some. What's it? Apple, pineapple, apple pear liqueur. I mixed in some apple E&J, and I threw some vodka on top of it. Then I put a little. What I got? I got some sparkling water that I threw on top of that joint. You know what I'm saying? So. You know, the grass is always greener. That's what I call it. It's got a little green tint. So, you know, the grass is always greener on the other side of the straw. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be all right. So, Razim, man, what you bring to the table?
So, yeah, man. Hey, bro. Hey, first of all, I got to say this every time I make a drink because I know Aaliyah be tripping. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't like hard liquor. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by hard liquor is like bourbons and all these scotches or whatever. It tastes like poison to me. So, I gotta have something with some flavor. So this week, man, I brought the Bacardi Dragonberry. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Bacardi Dragonberry, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what I did this week, and for my little barbecue the other day, I made about 5 bottles of different mixed drinks or whatever. So, using rum or vodka. So I'm gonna use this rum, this Dragonberry Bacardi, and then I mixed it with some orange pineapple. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure I'm supposed to mention the name of this, but anyway, orange pineapple. Anyway, hey, bro, I made me a little drink. I'm gonna call it the Game of Thrones since they got that dragon in it. You feel me?
Oh, got that Game of Thrones. Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Got that Game of Thrones. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Icarus, you know what I'm saying?
Doing your thing. So Hezekiah, what did you bring to the table, man? I mean, you can bring anything. You could have brought water. You know what I'm saying? We got hydration. People like to be hydrated sometimes, but hey, man, what you bring to the table this go round?
I'm about to show you. You can skip me for right now, but I'm about to show you.
All right.
Okay, let's go.
All right. Getting it rocking, man. What's up, Jody? I see you. Yeah, we back, man. We back. You showed up.
We back in the building.
We back up in here, Jody. You know
hey, and look, let's say this in the beginning of the show and the end of the show. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna Mint Ketchup podcast is gonna be blessed. Or let me say blessed. They're gonna have us on the Unhinged podcast tomorrow night, man. So everybody that's here watching, man, follow us over there and follow them, man. Them our brothers, man, brother and sister podcast, man. Them boys over there, they do their thing. Me and your boy Lofty gonna be on there tomorrow. I'm not sure. Was Aaliyah gonna be on there tomorrow? I wasn't sure.
We will see. We'll see if Aaliyah makes it on there.
I know for sure me and Lofty gonna be on the Unhinged podcast tomorrow night, man. So y'all come check them out. You know, so not just because we on there, but check them out because you know what I'm saying. That's what we do. We support our other podcasts along with the Hello Black Men. Go check us out on Unhinged tomorrow night, man. Look, 8 p.m. like my boy Jody just said. Hey, if you want to laugh and have a good time, turn up. You think you gonna turn up over here, bro? They come when they say Unhinged.
Good time.
It's a good time for sure, no doubt.
It's a good time. So yeah, so make sure y'all check us out. It's gonna be a good time. 8:00 tomorrow. We're gonna be on there talking mad trash. So it's gonna be a good time. You know, we always have a good time with Jody, man. Jody always, you know what I'm saying? He's the ultimate heckler. He's our ultimate heckler. So we're gonna keep it pushing with that. So we got our drinks of the day. We did that piece, as you can see. And like I said, I got to do the public service announcement. Make sure that you subscribe, hit the bell, friend, and follow all streaming platforms at Mint Ketchup. Plus, we ain't got faces for radio.
Hey, y'all see my background?
We pretty out here. You know what I'm saying? We pretty out. Oh, he got the bottle. He got the bottle on there. Okay, I'll see what you're doing. I'll see what you're doing.
Don Julio.
Oh, yeah, okay, got that Don Hooley, you know what I mean? So, like I was saying, man, you can catch us on YouTube. We ain't got faces for radio. We out here. We making sure, like I said, subscribe, hit the bell, friend, follow all streaming platforms at Mint Ketchup. Plus, we on YouTube. You can come check us out, looking and see what's going on. All right, man, we got Hezekiah Morris in the building of Restoring Hezekiah Productions. I mean, all I can do is, you know what I mean? You out here doing big things, man. Just to read a little bit off of your bio. Graduated from Skyline College with a computer engineering program. 3.7 GPA, Dean's List, 13th time nominated for performing arts, performing various platform of author of the year. You got 2020. You were a Gospel Indie recipient for Author of the Year. 21. You were a runner-up for an award that's within 38 countries. Nominated for Best Internet Radio Show of the Year for the Authors Lounge. It goes on and on. Then you have 7 books that you've been putting together. You got Restoring Hezekiah, Changing a Generation. Restoring Hezekiah, Me and Only Me. You have one that has been turned into a movie at this point, which is The Player in Me. And of course, you have the pastor's son, some of the things that you have right behind you on there. So once again, we got somebody that's doing big things out there. Everyone, welcome to the show, Hezekiah Morris.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
I like it.
Hey,
I
man,
like it.
appreciate y'all for bringing me on the show tonight,
oh, no problem at all, man. You're doing big things, and it's been it's great seeing everything you have in your bio and all the different things that you've been touching. So what really motivated you to get into this entertainment creative space? Hezekiah, how did that all start?
Man, it wasn't easy, I tell you that. We all talk about we want to follow our dreams, and sometimes you stumble upon your dreams. You know what I'm saying? I was actually incarcerated when I wrote my first book, so that was like an eye-opening experience for me. And so, like, when I got out, I was like, well, I'm going to go ahead and publish the book. And I published the book. I didn't know that it was going to do as well as it did. It took me to like 7 universities on the East Coast. I did book signings at Columbia, Georgetown, Howard, Penn State, UNC, Georgia Tech. And I was like, well, it's one book. Well, should I write another one? So I had moved to Philly, and I met a publisher, and he was like, well, what other books you got written? I had one more I had wrote, and it was about relationships and about how as men in relationships go off of, you got hurt by one female, and that man hurts the next female because we haven't healed as men. See, nobody ever looks at how the man gets hurt. We always look at the women's perspective, but I put it in the man's perspective, and that was my second book, Restoring Hezekiah, Me and Only Me, because at the end of the day, it was only me, and I was like, okay, I might be on to something. And then when I moved to the A from New York, and I was like, well, I need to start. And I was sitting down for 3 months, and I was missing home because I'm from Virginia. I was like, man, I miss my boys. Man, I miss hanging out on the block doing nothing, all day long. So I decided to write a book about that. Remember them days when we were young. And it's almost like a Friday movie because I'm taking you through all these scenes, the things that we did over a summer's time and how much fun we had. And then by that time, I think I was getting kind of like, I don't know if I'm any good or nobody's reading my work. And that's one of the things with authors. We always try to decide, like, man, is anybody reading my books? Is anybody looking at my story? I don't feel like writing anymore. And so for me, it was like, I'm going to take a break because I felt like I was burnt out. But then all of a sudden, oh, you got a nomination for Author of the Year. I'm like, Author of the Year, okay. The next thing you know, I won. I was like, wow, okay, somebody must be reading this book right here.
Right.
So all my friends, they like, yeah, we like reading your books, but tell us about Freaky Zeke. We want to hear about the Zeke stories from back in the day. I'm like, oh, man, here we go. So that's how I came up with the idea of The Player. The book is called The Player and Me, and it centers around 3 women and this one man, and going through these situations with these women. And I'm putting you in different situations, and at the end, it all comes together. And the next day, my mentor called me. She said, this is the one we're going to do the movie on. I said, oh, Lord. I said, oh, Lord.
That's dope. That's dope.
And man, it was amazing. Like when you see in your work, like when you writing, that's cool, and you got it in a book, that's cool. But when you see it in a movie, like me and Wazim was talking about movie, man, that's like that's it right there. So it's like that transition, and now I got that itch now, like I need some more movies to do, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to do some more movies now. I wrote enough books now. How much more can I accomplish? Now I want to scratch this itch because I heard, we always talk about the celebrities and stuff. I heard Dame Dash say, okay, we always dream, but what happens when we stop dreaming? No, we don't stop dreaming. We dream about doing something else to reach that point. You know what I'm saying? So that's me right now. They're like, oh, why do you want to stop here? I'll say, so if I reach this plateau, let me go over here to the movie thing. Let me dream about doing this. Let me get determined and motivated to do this over here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, you got to stay motivated, because what people don't realize, even though you're successful, you still going through life situations. I still have been homeless. Still have been I don't have no money in my pocket. I still have been broke, and I'm still writing, because at the end of the day, I can't give up.
Yeah, for sure.
And as a writer, man, honestly, like and I think that's how we cross paths too, because we're both authors, and so it's one of them things to where you get on a path, and like you said, you got to still work, you got to feed the family, you still got to eat, and I will say this: people are nosy. And what I mean by that is, and it's, you struck a chord when you said that. So, I wrote a book, so I wrote my book, and people read it, and people, oh, that's good, blah, blah, blah. People, and this will lead me to the question I got for you. So, but what got me was people would be like, I said, I wrote a book. They're like, you wrote a book? Like, what do you? I mean, like, so I'm like, what do you mean? I wrote a book? Like, I wouldn't. I'm not writing the book material. You know what I'm saying? It's just like so.
Oh man.
And so have you been? So like tell us about a situation you had where people kind of question, saying that aspect of your character. It's like,
This is the first question, the one that you said. Oh, you wrote a book. Then why are you working here? That's the second question. Like, dude, this is like the music game. I might sell one book the whole year.
Exactly.
And Amazon might take that book and keep the money and send me $1. Right? So for me, it's like it's not all about the money, but it comes a time when you're like, all right, I need to turn this corner. I need to figure out how I'm going to market, how I'm going to promote myself, how I'm going to get in the situation where I can sustain and have two incomes at the same time. True. So what I learned to do for myself is I can publish my own books now.
Yes.
I don't have to pay that publisher $1,500 no more. I can publish my books for under $200.
There you go.
You see what I mean?
And I get a big thing right now. Yep.
And then what people don't realize, okay, Amazon is good, but people like the physical copy.
Yes.
Yep. And I walk around and I order physical copy. By the end of the week, they're gone.
Yeah.
Because you are your best marketer, you are your best promoter. And I mean, it's learning that you're going to go up and down. You're going to run into people. Oh, man, if you are hot, they want to latch on to you while you hot. Well, let me use him to get this, to get your ideas. Let me pick your brain. While they pick your brain, they going on to make that $1 million while you still hot. And then you sitting back like, okay, what did I do wrong? But that's a lesson you learn. You know what I'm saying? So you sit back, you're like, all right, well, let me do this way. Then when you get to the point where it's like, you know what? Sometimes you got to step out and do it on your own. You can't have everybody latch on to you. It's some things that God wants you to do on your own.
Yes.
You can do the podcast. You can. Okay, now when are you gonna start selling your books for you? When are you gonna start investing in yourself? That's the thing. Investing in yourself. You invested in everybody else. When are you gonna invest in you?
True.
So at the beginning of this year, I just sat back like, you know what? This is gonna be the year I invest in me.
Yeah.
And now I'm seeing a return. Now I'm seeing stuff tenfold because now I have to do it for me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. And it's crazy because it goes with along with, for example, Lofton and I, we started out as friends in the Army, but we started doing music together. We found that we both had a talent for music, and then we started producing music. But I get to a question. So what I tell people all the time, and I'm gonna ask you and Lofton, as an artist, whether it's music, whether it's an author, whatever your talent is, you know what I'm saying? God said, don't be thanking him for sex books. What? so
hey, he's in there though. He's in there.
Yeah.
He gave you the talent to write it.
So with that being said,
Solomon had 12 wives.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody doing something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with that being said, you know, what would be your advice, I would say, to someone, you know, and I'm asking both of you guys that, and I get my you know, my opinion on it. But what would be your advice to people that do have talent, that have no idea how to get their talent out there, or they're just scared to, you know, they're scared of being judged. Because a lot of times when you have a certain talent, you're scared of being judged because you think, well, maybe I'm not as good as I think I am, or maybe people are not gonna like me. So I'm gonna start off with, well, you know, before I actually Hezekiah, because I'm pretty sure we'll get really deep into it. I'm gonna ask Lofton, you know what I'm saying, to answer that, and then I'm gonna come to you.
Well, talent wise, it really comes down to the honing, because pretty much what you're doing from the beginning, you know. So say for instance, my son, right? He was a percussionist. So it's like, hey, he started out, he was bass drum, you know, in the marching band. He's just on bass drum, doing the bass drum thing. And then it was like, you know what? All right, I want to play a little snare. And you change up stuff. You know what I'm saying? You're pushing yourself within that realm. And then you go, oh, you know what I really want to do? And he got to do something that I really wanted to do when I was in high school. He got to play the quads. So he's playing the quad. He in the quad joint. So he learned and he pushed himself, learned a new skill within something that he enjoys to do. And that will be the biggest thing that, you know, no different than what Hezekiah was talking about. You're looking at that next horizon after you perfect something. You know, for myself, when we was doing music, it was the different instrumentation that I could put into the production of songs, right? So I go from, all right, well, I know that I could utilize this particular soundboard, you know, use my EMU, or maybe I can use this Roland, maybe I can use this, and then I'm putting things together and, you know, educating myself about these particular things, but also the process. And then also you always got to look at those within your field to see what their techniques are. You know, authors, you know, you have the way reading books is a way to kind of inspire yourself and see how somebody's penning. No different than a rapper. Oh, I like how that person puts those things together. Maybe I should attempt to, you know, utilize that influence. So I think that's the biggest thing. And then also nowadays, you can just put stuff out there and just see if it runs. You know what I'm saying? Like you really don't even have to put your face with it. You can be an emoji and put something out there and really see if it takes off. And then later on, after you've built a following, you can show your face. So, I mean, a lot of the failure piece of it doesn't even necessarily have to be your face. You know what I'm saying? Like you can really kind of be behind the shadows and let your art really speak for itself. A lot of time, at least that's what I see. That's what I see what the internet is able to do. So go ahead, Hezekiah.
You know, for me, I had did so many things wrong and made so many mistakes. Like even getting started to do something positive, I had to take a chance. You know what I'm saying? Because I got sick and tired of living the life that I was living. So when I wrote my first book, I knew it was good because there was a lot of pain and emotion that went into it. But I still was second guessing myself because the publisher was like, well, I'm gonna let you know. Let me look at it and read over. If I get back to you, we're gonna go with it. If not, I'm not. But doing that, it was a cleansing moment. And I still was second guessing myself because I didn't know if I really wanted to be a writer. You know what I'm saying? But after you get that feedback, they're like, okay, you got it, or you can do this. And you have to be secure in yourself because growing up, I was always insecure with myself, you know, the color of my skin, who I was as a person. I always had to get good grades in school. And, you know, you always had to live to other people's expectations of you. Whereas a writer, you can be free to be who you are. And that was one of the things that motivated me. I could be free to be who I was. I could tell my story through writing and through different avenues and show people like, this is the person that I am without nobody judging me. So I basically hid into my books. You kind of see what I'm saying? Yeah. And then I I started getting secure and comfortable with myself. And then I always use that phrase, Papa said, I is what I is. And after that, I am who I am.
True. I like that. And I will say, and with that, it's one of those things, like for me, first of all, I know a lot of people be like, that's crazy. So I don't read a lot, right? As an author, like for example, I didn't read the final edited version of my book till about 3 months after it was published. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because I don't read. It's like I wrote it, it was edited, I had to read it for the editor, make sure everything was good, make sure that anything they changed, grammar, blah 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 was good. I read it twice, probably 3 times during the editing phases of the book, But then I didn't read it again because I knew the story in my head. I knew the storyline. I knew, But my first book was a poetry book. I write poetry, but poetry came from being a rapper. I was always a rapper. I was a rapper at I would say 11 years old. I thought I was a rapper. So, but the reason why I felt like I got good is because when I was in college, I had to write some short stories for one of my classes. And my professor pulled me to the side, like, why aren't you writing? And I'm like, because I don't, I'm very creative, and I grew up in a time that it wasn't AI and there wasn't read the text and, text to write and all that good stuff, whatever. So you literally had to sit down I'm going to age myself. I've written stuff on a typewriter, you know what I'm saying? I've written stuff on my laptop, I've written stuff with a pen. And, Hezekiah, we'd be in the studio, with notebooks and pen. Now cats don't write. They got their cell phones. All their stuff is on their phone, But as an artist, man, and I would tell anybody that's watching this and anybody that knows somebody that, feels they have a talent, don't let your talent go to waste. And God gives you these talents. And, whether you're not a public speaker or whether you don't want to be in front of the public, that's one thing. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? But don't be afraid to show the world your talent.
But you know what I think that's missing in today's world, in today's society as well. When we was coming up through school, like people our age, we always had to stand in front of a class and do a speech. You had to learn we the people of the United States. You had to learn how to write essays. You had to learn all different kind of skills to use to get you ready for whatever career you wanted before you graduated high school. True. And I don't think they implement that enough in today's society. It's like everything's on computer. I'm still old school. I still write all my books out on paper before I even type it up.
Oh, wow.
Because it's the brainstorming aspect. I want to give you the true story that's in my head. If I got to worry about typing it and backspacing and this and that, I'm not giving you the true meaning of what I'm writing.
True. And I feel like I said, people are nosy. I should have wear my talent and got kicked off. I told you.
MJ Wilder.
That's why we love our dog, man, for real. So anyway, man, hey, for us, man, it's always, especially for me, bro, it's always good to see another brother, displaying their talents to the world, man. Continue to grow, continue to write, continue to give the world what they want. You and I gonna talk because I need to get this book into films. And that's another thing. People don't understand how hard the concept. I actually met a Netflix exec that could have got that talked to me about getting my book on Netflix and creating a film for it and blah blah blah. It was gonna cost me $40,000 out of my pocket though. And I'm like,
yeah.
Wait a minute, I don't know nobody that got nobody. Like who? I need somebody to finance this. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? 40 G's? Like 40 G's will get you. And I mean, it probably been a great investment. It would have made me millions. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I haven't got to that point in my life where I just got 40 G's sitting around. Yeah. And that I can just say, hey, take this and throw it in the air and see what happens type of situation, you know. And
question. Did you talk to Tubi? You can get on that Tubi, boy. That looks like about $15.
I know, hey. I was at Tubi and
you know though, but
what's the name? TV? What's the other
get
TV?
on that Tubi, dog.
You know, like with that, it's an experiment. It's an experimental thing because like when we was doing a player, I'm in Atlanta. I'm trying to get funding. I'm trying to find sponsors. I ain't no good talking trying to get somebody to sponsor my book or sponsor my movie. You know. Then one dude talking about, well, this is you gonna make millions off of this, dude? This might not even make $5,000. Might not make $1,000. And then I owe you $1 million. I'm be in debt to you for life.
Exactly. I even sent a copy of my book to Tyler Perry Studios. I ain't heard nothing yet, bastard.
Yeah.
I did too. I'm waiting.
I'm not even I'm not watching damn movies no more. This is bullshit.
For me now, it's like, let me build my portfolio. I'm not gonna run to the money. I'm gonna let it come to me.
Yeah.
If they see you putting the work in and you putting the effort in, eventually that door is gonna open. So like with my movie The Player, my mentor, Andre Harris Productions, my actually production to do that movie, it's a 30-minute short film. My first one was $5,000.
Okay.
I had people charging, well, I'm gonna $50,000. Where am I gonna get that from?
Yeah.
And she called me, she said, son, this is what I'm gonna do. Like, and we was on the phone, me, her, and the kid Dillard. That's the guy that played in The Wire. He's from Philadelphia. And I'm like, oh wow. So we're talking and everything, you know, and he's like, you know what? It's okay. Cause I was upset. This dude was about to tell me I'll sponsor, but you got to give me $1 million in return. So I'm like, you know what? It's not gonna work. But God has other things in store when you feel like you're down and out, you know. And when she was like, you know what, we're gonna do this movie.
Yeah. Yep. And you can't let, I mean, honestly though, man, like for example, I wrote my book during COVID. COVID came, we got locked down. I was at home all day, every day. Had no excuse. Really had no excuse. You know what I'm saying? I had the concept in my mind for a long time. When I dropped it, man, honestly, people talk to me. I mean, it's people at work right now. I walk by and they be like, "Hey, man, you finished the second book yet?" You know. So I took a year. I took this year off of coaching football, so I can go ahead and write part 2 of our. I'm about halfway done with it. I'm gonna write 2, but there's other. I got a series that I'm trying to write.
Okay.
You know, and the concepts are always there. Time isn't. You know, so that's the biggest thing. Yeah. Concepts are always there. You just don't always have that time. So, like I said, when I meet people like you that have written so many books and are doing films and all this different stuff, man, it's impressive. You know, because when you got a lot on your plate, you know what I'm saying, it shows. But anyway, man, appreciate your story, bro. For real, like real talk. I know we gotta get on to the next segment, but bro, like real talk, man. You are inspiration. Anybody watching this, man, go tell them, hey, man, I seen this cat named Hezekiah on the Men Ketchup podcast. He was doing this. He doing this thing, man. It's time for me. Because I'm going to tell you, what happens is, and before we move on, what happens is people get ideas and they get concepts for books and concepts for movies and all this stuff. And they never act on it. And when you never act on it, the world will never see it.
That's
you know,
right.
The world will never see it, man. So tell you, I get epiphanies all the time. I'm like, oh, snap. That's a good idea. You know, so that's why they call me Mr. Make It Happen. Because one way or another, make it happen. So anyway, man, hey, appreciate it, bro. Hey, for real talk. Like, hey, tell everybody now. We'll do the end of the show. We'll do the end of the show too. Tell everybody where they can find all your stuff at, man.
You can find my stuff on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, 3,000 other bookstores around the world. I'm on Facebook. It's Too Legit to Quit. TikTok is Haz Moore 8522. Instagram, Author Hezzy. And X, I don't know why they call it X now, but you know how they go. X Morris _ Hezekiah.
Hey, good stuff. Good stuff. And also, hey, if y'all looking to check out the movie, you can see Player and Me right there is the movie link. It's on YouTube. So you can go ahead and check that out. Either write that down or just jump on Facebook or jump on YouTube and check out, type in The Player and Me. And you should be able to pop up on there and check it out. So make sure that you do that as well. Support all the people that are out there that are doing big things. Hezekiah Morris, we really appreciate you coming through and making big things happen. We applaud you, man. This is what this show is all about, making sure that we are applauding all those people out there that are doing big things, man. So really appreciate you. Really appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm drinking that.
So now moving on to the the ridiculousness that be happening out here. So, it's one of those things. Hey, the saga Diddy continues. He thought he was out of the water. We ain't get time to jump on this when it came through. But now, the Diddy Casey video came out and the sorry ass apology came out. And also this other thing, which it was kind of weird, wasn't necessary to be said. For some reason, Common said he was in no position to judge. And this is after the video came out. I was like, what does that mean? Who is Common punching in the face? Because I'm like, that's the only reason you don't judge this video. Like, why would you not judge? I'm for sure judging. I'm judging somebody that chased somebody down and punched before they got in the daggone elevator. But why would you feel like that felt like that was unnecessary, man? But anyways, Rajeen, man, what you think about this P. Diddy-ness and the dumb apology and him running around in a towel to go punch somebody? Like, you really mad when you doing that?
Bruh, honestly, man, it's first of all, I got a daughter and a granddaughter. I got daughters and a granddaughter. Ain't no way in the hell I could have watched this video and not went and whooped Diddy's ass. Like, I would have called his ass flipping. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? I'd have called his ass flipping. Because I just feel like, but I just feel like, bro, like you said, how could you not judge this video? Like, this dude literally pulled her back, kicked her in the face or whatever. It's just like, dude, I got no words, bro. It's like, for so many years, let me say this. For so many years, I'm kind of trying to figure out why at this point has nobody whooped Diddy's ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure this is the first time he swung on somebody. You swing on my dog, I'm catching you. You know what I'm saying? I don't give you got security or whatever, bro. I'm catching you. You know what I'm saying? I see a video like this, I'm catching you. But I just kind of feel like none of the celebrities, nobody that hung out with Diddy, all these people that hang out with Diddy, nobody.
No, they knew.
Nobody. Yeah, they knew.
But they say that Diddy get you killed. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like when I first seen that video, I'm like, are you serious? Like, I don't care how mad you get. What will make you go? That's extreme right there. You know what I'm saying? I've never. That's like super extreme. Like, if I'm walking past that elevator and I see them doing that, I'll have to jump on his ass just for doing that. Like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, really?
He ran down the hallway though. That's the part. Like, it wasn't like it was like the elevator was the room next door. He ran down the hallway in a towel. Like, he was just like.
So he the only one in that hotel?
Yeah. Hey, he got money. He could probably just rent the whole floor.
And Common, him and Jennifer Hudson just broke up, so he feeling some type of way. So we're not even gonna get on him. He done had the hottest females in the game. And he can't seem to keep none of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. He got issues, man. I don't know what's going on. But Common need to, for sure, Joe. Common need to shut his mouth up.
Closed doors. He's a manipulator too.
Yeah, probably so. Yeah,
probably so.
Any man, and I'm saying this shit on the show. So if you got a problem with me, come see me. Any man who put his hands on a female is coward ass. Be real talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Because most of those cats, like any cat, I ain't gonna say all of them, but most cats who put their hands on females won't put their hand on the dude. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, as a girl dad, and dog, it's nothing you can. It's nobody who can hold me back. Nobody that can tell me to calm down. You put your hands on mine, bro. It's a problem for you. I guarantee you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, and everybody want to be tough. Be tough until you run up on these hands. it's just not gonna happen, bro. And like for me, it made me sick to see this cat do this to this because Cassie is, I don't know if she got kids, but she's somebody's daughter. She's probably somebody's sister. You know what I'm saying? It's and for you to think it's okay because you got money, and I some coward ass shit. I have no respect for this man at all.
I mean, hey, Jody tried to put in there, saying those one-offs. What you do in this situation?
Ain't no damn one-offs. Oh, you said, trying to jump my sister.
Look. Now you gotta think about it. Now you gotta be like, well. Can you body slam him? You be like, all right, body slam, get out the way.
You can break it
up.
What
I mean? Somebody start punching your wife in the face. A girl start just whipping your wife ass.
That ain't going down either.
I'm gonna break it up. I ain't gonna hit the female, but I'm gonna break it up.
Yeah.
But what if you have to shove aggressively? What if you have to shove aggressively to get her out the way? Is that assault?
Yeah, I would do that. I'll trip on accident.
You gotta give her a little hip check, like hockey hip check.
Give her a little leverage. We gotta talk about it later on, but you got your ass whooped, right? How you talk to your wife about that shit later on? Like, you got your ass whooped, right?
He's like, hey, and you'd be like, hey, I couldn't do nothing because I'm a man, so I couldn't help you out.
Yeah. What was your intent?
Oh man. Hey man, hey. That's a hard one right there because the wife said, oh, you old sucker, you couldn't help me out. Oh, you know how she gonna be? Oh, you soft, you old soft. You know how women is.
You from Chicago, nigga, learn how to fight. Shit.
He said you should have went to the boxing gym. I told you to take the judo classes. You're like, I told you.
Look, I'm in the gym every day. Why the hell you ain't there?
Yeah, you should have been. Hey, you should have been with me in the gym.
You want to do Pilates and shit? That ain't gonna help.
What Drake said on that song? You weren't in the gym when I was shooting.
Yeah. You were in the gym when I was shooting.
Well, hey, speaking of that, and getting your ass whooped. It's like thinking of Drake and getting your ass whooped. We gonna talk about how Metro Boomin's BBL Drizzy. Drake tried to flip that joint, man. I was surprised that he was even trying to, like, everybody's just like, you lost, man. Just go somewhere, man. Just go somewhere and be there. You don't gotta say nothing. But he decided that he wanted to try to flip a diss track that like 2,000 people have already dissed you on this track, and then you're gonna try to like, hey, I'm gonna flip it and make it a thing for me. They're like, come on, man. Everybody like you the person that answer your cell phone in the movie theater. Everybody just looking at you like, what are you doing? Like, what do you do? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Razim, would you I mean, in this situation, man, what's the best action for right now, man? Like, just like tell me, man, what's his course of action? He needs some counseling. Help him out.
So what it should have did was, you get in a fight and you know what I'm saying, somebody get the best of you. I ain't never had an issue, but somebody get the best of you, get slammed or something, you be like, hey bro, you got it. All right, you got it. Sometimes you gotta say you got this. All right, you got this. Sometimes you just gotta say it. You know what I'm saying? Because his equivalent to you got this one is basically, you know what I'm saying, like throwing a punch from the ground. I don't know. It's not the same. Let it go.
Jody down for the team, man. To the boat, to the riding, man.
You know what's so funny? You know what's so funny about Razim and Lofton? That's funny right there because I remember I called my cousin one day. I said, man, this dude, man, we was on the bus, on the city bus, man. I'm like, man. So he got up, he looking out. I'm like, man, ain't nobody trying to hit him from your boom, boom, boom. I'm laying him out. So dude, he pulled out his knife. He was like, I got you from head to toe. So I'm searching my pocket for my knife. I'm like, man, I left mine at home. I said, you got it. You got it.
He said, you got it.
I got to live. I gotta learn to live another day. You know what I mean?
That's how I look, bro. You ever run up on somebody and be like, "Hey, pull that shirt up." Oh, you got it.
You got it.
If
You got
I
it.
ain't got mine on me, and you got yours on you. You got it.
You got
You
it.
got it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and put. He said, go ahead and put that in the W column. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and put that in the W.
Yeah. You got that, player. I used to say that I used to say that back in the day. If I get into a fight and I hit you twice and you ain't knocked out,
He said, "You got it."
You got it. You know what I'm saying, if I hit you with a 2-piece and you take them, remember I used to work in the club as a bouncer?
Yeah.
Hey, look, soon run up. If you take both of them, you got it.
He said, "You got it."
Yeah,
He said, "Hey, you got the run of the club." Rajim just give him the keys and everything. He'd be like, "Here, you got it, man."
Yeah, you got free drinks for the rest of the night. Hey, and it's funny. Hey, it's funny that came up because when we was in Germany and I worked in the Megadrome and it was a Samoan dude. He punched my boss in the face.
Oof.
And I ran from like across the club. I seen it happen. I ran from across and dove and hit this dude. Boom!
That dude's Samoan, dog.
No, he did like this. He said, "That's it." Yep, that's all I got. That's it.
That's all I got, dog.
That's it. That's all I got. You took that. That's all. Look, that's you. That's you all day.
You won.
He's like that. He's like, that's it. Yep.
He's like, you own the club now. He's like, oh, here, you now own the club. Like you are the champion.
You got a job. You hired. You on our team, bitch. That's some bullshit. Yeah, so that's the river we're having a Drake. Like, you know what I'm saying? You
just stop.
Just tell Kendrick you got this. You got this.
Yeah, you got it, man. You did it. You did it.
200 million downloads for They Not Like Us.
Yeah, he breaking records, man. He broke Drake's record. He broke Drake's record for the fastest platinum hip hop single on Spotify. Streams 200,000 quick like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's going in, man, right now. So they wilding. They wilding out here. So hey, Drake, just sit down, man. Just sit down. It's okay. Just sit down.
Hey, Hezekiah, what you think about it, bro? My bad. We didn't mean it. What you think about it?
You know that beef ain't like hip hop was back in the day when they beef. You know, that beef now is all about streaming and making money, and then they hanging out and friends. They'll make an album together next year. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know. I mean, Kendrick, I think Kendrick made an album with it. Like, I don't think that. Like, I don't know about maybe some of the other ones.
It's different.
Maybe some of the other ones, but I don't think
hit him up to Biggie, and then Ice Cube, No Vaseline, and then you got the Locks beefing with Cameron's Dipset. That was a whole.
I mean, but they was really like, and they never ran in the same circle. So I think it made it different because everybody wasn't in the same circles. When you had people that were beefs with different coasts, they weren't around each other.
Though? How is DJ Khaled gonna make a record now?
Yeah, another one.
Look,
how he gonna do another one?
Look, I mean, he's got lazy too.
Everybody beefing now.
Yeah, he's gotten lazy too because he don't even like switch the beat up no more. He just played the old record and put extra bass on it and be like, another one. I'm like, damn, man, he lazy now. He don't even do nothing.
Right.
So, and it's one of those situations just like what's his name? Machine Gun Kelly. Machine Gun Kelly is now he in the worst situation ever because first of all he got crushed by Eminem.
Yeah.
Right. And he signed to Diddy, so he can't come out.
Yeah, he's
he crushed already.
Yeah.
That's good.
And it's like everybody forgot about that beef, and like it ain't never been nobody that got like Eminem is like 10-0 right now. It's like he ain't coming. You know what I'm saying? But bro, I just feel like it's time for Drake throwing the. He still got a female vote. I will say that he got a female vote. Oh yeah. You know, but I feel like first of all, to me, Sexy Red, you know, that's not my generation. I can't call it garbage because I've never heard a Sexy Red song.
Yeah.
Look, all I know is this. all we know is that Sexy Red could be 21 Savage or what? No, my Young Thug. we that's all we could. We don't know, so we don't. They look similar, or they could be siblings. We have no clue what's going on. But yeah, I mean, I haven't heard a song from Sexy Red at all. It's not necessarily in my spins. It's never popped up on my if you would like. You know what I'm saying? Like it just hasn't been there. So you know, man, they doing anything, doing big things out there. Hey, she making money.
But it was like Ghostface said the other day, you know, hip hop ain't got substance no more. They don't tell no stories no more. It's all about twerking and shaking. You know, back then when we was going through the struggle, man, we had stories to tell. You know what I'm saying, all day long about what we was doing, what we trying to get, about hustling, getting money. Now they about popping pills and this. I'm like, you know.
And a lot of times, and what happens is a lot of times these young bucks, man, they make millions underground before they even release anything.
Right.
So all they talking about is money.
Yeah,
you know,
that's it.
All they talking about is, and most of them won't have money within the next 5-10 years. You know, because they not. You know, I'm not. But I will say this, and I've learned this over the years. At my age, to stop dissing the younger generation because they know how to make money.
Yeah, that's it.
Know how to make money. They know how to make money. They know how to. You know,
they some hustlers now. I'll tell you that.
They know how to make some money. They don't want to work. Now, first of all, in the next 10 years, ain't gonna be nobody to cut your grass. I'm telling you that shit now.
No.
That's gonna be out there doing your grass yourself. There ain't gonna be nobody to cut your grass. Ain't nobody doing no labor shit. You know what I'm saying? Next 10 years, hell no. These damn young bucks ain't doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? You remember back in the day, we used to go around cutting grass for $10, $20.
Shovel snow, do all that. We're gonna get this money. They ain't doing none of that.
Any manual labor shit, you're not getting that shit done.
Yeah. Very different hustle that be going on right now. So I mean, I may not listen to it, you know what I'm saying? I'm above the age of most of these cats out here that listen to it, you know, but hey, do what they gotta do. It's just one of those things, the level of responsibility, right? And I think that's what this last battle was about as well. Was Drake was the new age, I'm just going to go get money, having no responsibility towards the hip hop or the culture. Yeah. Kendrick Lamar was the old school, the culture, the style, the storytelling, you know what I'm saying? Like it was the clash of those two different you know what I'm saying, entities within the hip hop culture that was kind of clash, you know. So
for me, I couldn't really get into the battle because I like Drake because you know it's that soothing, you know, that's when you want to wind down, you got your girl with you, we're gonna listen a little bit of Drake. You know, I don't even put him in a category as a rapper. You know what I'm saying?
He be saying words like he is. No, that's the problem. Yeah. Kendrick said, I like when he said I like when Drake singing. Like he like that Drake.
That's me, bro. I like when
he said I like that. Yeah, he don't like Drake. So that's what I'm saying. He said stay in your lane.
Yeah, I would have rather seen J. Cole go at Kendrick than Drake go at Kendrick.
But also what I mean, J. Cole, yes, lyrically.
Yeah.
But it's also a situation where you go, you gotta like, I feel like that would have been a closer battle for sure. Just because lyrically wise, it would have been like, boom. But also you have like, all right, the one thing that Kendrick did use in his arsenal was that he got a whole coast up. The problem on the J. Cole is like, you get in North Carolina up? You call him PD Pablo for a feature? That's what I'm saying. Like, that's who he getting up. Now, he's like, he was able to get
back in New York, it would have been on.
But that's not J. Cole was not like New York. He's North Carolina. That's who he is. North Carolina. He's not Atlanta. He's not like he's North Carolina. So like that's the other part where when you go like the biggest thing, you know, and I've listened to a couple of podcasts and they talk about you Ebro was talking about the biggest piece of Kendrick was that he toned into the sound of the West Coast. He was like, I'm West Coast. This is what we sound like. And Drake didn't have that to do. What's Toronto sound? I don't know. Like J. Cole got North Carolina, but it's like, okay, what's North Carolina sound? Like maybe he go get like Ninth Wonder. But then, like, Ninth Wonder don't sound like something you about to go in a battle with. Ninth Wonder's swing around your head was Timberland though. That was Timberland. Yeah. So that was VA, like that VA boy. But
VA in the house,
like Timbo ain't up like that right now. So really, like, I don't know what you go with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like the West Coast, hey, niggas like to see walk and be walk all day. Yeah, so as soon as that came on, they was like, let's go. We've been waiting for that for a while. I was like, yeah, everybody turned back into a Crip again. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like brought it back. They was like, everybody brought out that.
Let's go and do that walk a little bit.
Everybody brought out the blue jumpsuits and was ready to go again. Like, oh snap!
Yeah,
I'm ready to do some nonsense in the club and get beat up. Yeah, and do some nonsense in the club and get beat up, and I don't know what I'm doing. But it was like, yo, I look good though.
Some old nut give you buck, huh?
Yeah.
You should have paid everybody from Atlanta to come out.
Yeah, right.
Like I feel like
I don't know if they was touching them.
When your ghost riders give up on you, then that's a problem.
Yeah,
that's exactly what happens. Ghost riders get, and that show you as an artist. It's one thing to be an artist, but it's one thing to be a rapper. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can perform all day. You Drake, you know what I'm saying? You can perform and people gonna be happy. But when you're an artist and when you're an actual rapper that writes your own lyrics and you are a lyricist, like you can't. Like I don't think Drake couldn't handle Eminem. Eminem is a lyricist.
Oh yeah, Eminem fire.
Yeah, so he's not gonna go and go to the concert and get he probably give a good show. I don't know, but I'm saying Drake, he gonna bring everybody out because he's Drake. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But when it comes to lyricists, bro,
well, I mean,
I don't know, bro.
It's just a different it's a different world. It's a different world. Anyways,
Lil Wayne didn't even touch it.
That's what I was going to say. He got some folks on his team.
Yeah,
and none of them mugs said.
And Lil Wayne is a lyricist.
They was like, nah, that's all you, man. They said you decided to jump out there on that ledge.
He probably asked Tanner not to say that. You don't say that. You can't rap shit.
So as we sit there talking about this, I got like two more things right here. So saw a little thing that Ice Cube said, hey, No Vaseline, #1 diss track ever put out, man. What did you put at your top 3 diss tracks, Razin? Let's go.
Top 2 diss tracks?
Yeah, not top 3.
Top 3, Kill Shot, Ether. Well, not in the order. This ain't in the right order.
Yeah,
Ether
just
yeah.
I said Ether #1, Kill Shot, and then Hit 'Em Up. I don't know.
All right, man. So Hezekiah, talk to me, man. What's your top 3? I mean, it doesn't have to be like the best, just the ones that you like the best.
Nas, Ether, Tupac, Hit 'Em Up, and the Dog Pound, New York.
New York was fire though. That was a fire one. That was a fire one. Yeah, I like the New York. So Ether, just because production and freaking Nas got busy on that joint. I wasn't necessarily a Hit 'Em Up fan. It was fire. I mean, like he went at him, but song wise, it was just not. I wasn't necessarily a super Tupac fan, but he did go at Biggie like crazy. So I was more like Dre Day, love Dre Day. And I love Real Motherfucking G's. That his Eazy-E's answer, like those was joint because the beats the production was fire on them joints. And then say, hey, they talk they shit. I never really was like No Vaseline was kind of Ice Cube to me, super lyricist, but his package of production and lyricism, it just didn't hit me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I like the you know what I'm saying, NWA. Some of the you know, when it was all together, Ice Cube, very good. Like the songs, but you know what I'm saying, of course, Today Was a Good Day, of course, is the classic. But you know, Ice Cube wasn't necessarily high on my list as of song creation totality. So hey man, that's good. Like, we had a little variety.
Like 50 Cent's whole album was a diss album to Ja Rule.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Wankster was fire. Like, yeah, he was.
About it, bro, you got so we didn't go back as far as like LL Cool J. LL Cool J when he crushed when he crushed Cannabis on his own song, like he dissed Cannabis on his song while Cannabis was on the track with him.
I feel like have you heard the story of that, right? So it was a situation where Cannabis was like, he was paying homage to LL, and LL took it as he was dissing him, talking about he was gonna take, you know, so then like LL rewrote his verse after Cannabis already put his track out. So then it was just like, so Cannabis had no way to like know. All of a sudden, this just went sideways. Like he thought he was paying homage to him, and then he was like, "Oh damn, went sideways" when he heard the song that was finished, which is kind of crazy. Hit it with the sneak attack. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was kind of wild. It was
still fire. It was still fire.
Yeah, it was. I mean, the song was still dope. You know what I mean? So it was still good stuff. You know, last but not if y'all didn't hear, man, Tyrese was in the middle of a daggum concert, and his bodyguard came, whispered small little words in his ears, and said, "Hey, man, you need to get up out of here. We got a lawyer or somebody about to get you served," in the middle of a concert. And Tyrese moonwalked his ass off the stage, still singing the song, and rolled out, man. Yo, have there ever been a situation? Have there ever been a situation you just wanted that was important, but you just wanted to moonwalk out of? Talk to me, Hezekiah, man. Well, give me a situation you just want to moonwalk yourself on out that mud.
Man, it's been a lot. Man, yeah. Hey, he did the right thing. He definitely did the right thing. He's what? Hey, he got his money. They just showed up to the concert. Hey, that's right.
Yeah, they already showed up.
Hey, that shit happened to me, but it wasn't no served papers though. I was in the club with this chick, dancing with this chick. Other chick I was messing with. I'm doing my thing. My homeboy like this. He's like, what? Nigga, you know what I'm saying? Get my nigga said, girl walked up on me. Woo! But the chick I was dancing with was another chick I was messing with, so I had to two-step my ass out the club, bitch. Stage left, nigga.
I got one for y'all. So I'm messing around with this one chick, so I'm getting took it home. So the chick I'm living with, she somehow walked into the store. We passed. So I like, man, let's let me off right here, right? So I look back, they having a whole conversation.
Damn.
I said, you know what? So they coming back to talk to me. I said, no, we ain't about to let this happen. I ain't gonna get that both of them get me together. I went in here in the woods to call my mama, come get me. He in the woods. I didn't talk to him one-on-one. Hey, mom, come get me.
He put a rucksack on. He said, I'm gonna go for a hike before I deal with this. He's like, I'm gonna deal with the wilderness. That's funny right there, man. Hey, that's good stuff. Hey,
we had that situation before. A little bit. Remember that time we had a show we were going? And our boy got this whole verse.
Yeah. I do recall that.
we wish we wasn't there. Like, it's a whole verse.
Yeah. That's a bad look right there. It wasn't a good situation.
He's in the middle of a show. He done got his whole verse.
Yeah, he was. The situation got a little tense, and he wasn't. His mind wasn't in the right place.
You wrote the verse. How you forget the verse? That's crazy,
kind of
bro.
crazy. But well, hopefully, hey, everything worked out for Tyrese. But we want to let y'all know here coming up, we got a big thing. My man Rasheen got a big thing going on that's going to be coming up on 13 July 2024. Make sure you get your ass out there with your big truck and get some daggone backpacks and give back. You know what I'm saying? We got the big truck backpack give back. That's a lot of daggone B's and P's that I had to pronounce right there. But it's happening 13 July 2024. He's going to give you some more details. Talk to him, Rasheen.
Yeah, man, no doubt. Hey, so first of all, man, my journey is to give back, man. There's kids out there. I feel like when kids have the right resources to do good things, they're going to do good things. All right, so I've established a organization, a charity called the Big Truck Give Back. What we do is we stage out at locations. We'll probably be in the same location this year. We're going to stage out a location with our big trucks. I'm even going to have a cyber truck out there this year. Our big lifted trucks, man, we're going to go out there. We're going to collect school supplies for the next school year. I've already ordered about 100 backpacks. We're going to fill those up with pencils, pens, paper, whatever we do. We take a collection for shoes, clothes, whatever we need, whatever kids can use, man, to make their school year better, man. We're going to try to collect everything, and then we're going to donate it to certain organizations, man, to help out, do our part. So on the 13th of July, like my dog said, 13th July 2024, we're going to be here in Avalon Park, Florida. Inbox me for details. I keep posting it. I'll post it on the Mint Ketchup podcast Facebook page. I'll post it on my personal page, and everywhere we can be found. Yeah, man, it's something that help us be bigger than something that's bigger than us. Put it that way. There's a lot of, I coach football. I know there's a lot of kids, man, in need. Even if you don't know it, even if you don't see it, it's there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you have to understand, and I ain't trying to sound cheesy, man, but these children are our future. What my girl Whitney say, these children are the future, and we have to be able to give them the resources they need to be successful men and women. So, yeah, and I need somebody that know what they're doing to work in an old folks home when I get old. So, anyway, that being said, the Big Truck Backpack Give Back, July 13th. We'll be live on set. On the Mint Ketchup podcast will be live. And like I said, come out, man, support. Even if you ain't got the money to buy stuff, come out and support, man. Give your time. Time is free. I better say time is money, but donation time is free. Come out, check us out, man. Hold up a sign, bring people in. Tell somebody that knows somebody that got somebody that we collecting school supplies for kids for the 2025 year school system. I mean, school. Well, I can say 2024, 2025 school year. Yeah,
there you go. Good stuff. Big Truck Give Back, and like we always do, you know what I'm saying? We always look out for our soldiers. We look out for those people that may be going through things. So make sure, if you got friends, family, or yourself are going through things and really it's been difficult and you feel like you haven't found any type of way out. And you talk to your friends, you talk to your family, and you still feel like everything is not going well, and you're looking at possibly hurting yourself. You make sure that you hit up the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 800-273-TALK, 800-273-8255. It's a big thing. You're going through Memorial Day. For those that are veterans, it kind of brings back those memories of going through the hard times, losing, your battle buddies, your camaraderie that has been built over those years, and losing those people to sickness, to war, to anything like that. And it can be a down time, but there's always somebody here for you. There's always a way out, and the only way you can fix it is by being here. So, check that out. Check that National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, like I said, at 800-273-TALK, 800-273-8255. And once again, make sure that you check out The Player in Me. The movie link is below for y'all that are on the streaming and whatnot and can't see our beautiful faces, man. Jump on that YouTube, check out. You can get the streaming. Check our page out to find out what that page is. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you go see The Player in Me and support our guest here, Hezekiah Morris. He's doing big things, writing the books. Y'all make sure y'all go hit him out at all your places that you can get books. Anywhere and everywhere. It's been a great honor, man, to hang out with somebody that's doing big things, another creative, another person that's out here trying to touch the world and put a big light so everybody can see that beacon, to be able to be better, to be able to get to another echelon. So I really appreciate it. One more round of applause for our guest, Hezekiah Morris.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We appreciate
you know, the main thing is for us as Black men and African Americans is to support one another and come together, man, and instead of letting people see us in a different light. You know what I'm saying? Being able to have fun and talk about issues without nobody getting upset and mad, and just having our own opinion and agreeing to disagree. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing that we don't do in our society. And as Black people, it's okay to agree to disagree with one another, but let's grow together and come together. That's one of the main things, and we can climb this mountain that's that's holding us back for so long. We just need to stick together.
Well said. Well said. Definitely.
Hey, well said. Well 100%. Said. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. So, Rajim, man, it's been a great another one, man. 84. Always, we on our way to the century mark. We're on our way to the century mark. So we gonna make sure that y'all around. We gonna be around. We gonna be here doing the big thing. So we appreciate you. Make sure, like you said, my boy Hezekiah down there, get that daggone book and read it up. Even if you Rajim and don't read nothing, he writes books and doesn't read shit. But it's okay. You can still live your dream. You can be a rapper and don't listen to rap or music at all. You can do it. You know what I'm saying? Anything is possible.
You can be a chef and don't eat food, bitch.
You can do it. Right.
Let me tell y'all something funny, right? Let me tell y'all something funny, right? So I'm coming into work, right? The dude is in the wheelchair. The dude that's pushing him is blind.
That's a combo. They're trying to park real close to the building. They said we get the double handicap.
That's all you pushing me, man.
The dude in the wheelchair is leading the way, leading the
blind. He navigating.
I'm like,
he the navigator.
Man, it works if you work it, man.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta work the system, baby. You gotta work the
system. That's how you do it. So, hey, we really appreciate you, man. This is Mid Ketchup Podcast, episode 84. What up, man?
No, wait a minute. It ain't nothing like when somebody asks you how good is your book, and you like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's a problem.
How you
all right, Wazir. Hey, Wazir, we gonna connect, man. I gotta get you on the right track.
Yeah. But I think so.
For the fourth time, I'm gonna try to close out the show. So it's the Mid Ketchup Podcast, episode 84, with some illiterate co-host that don't read his own book. And you know what I'm saying? I'm just here. So I just here to talk. Hey, we really appreciate you guys. Thank you for joining us again. We love you guys out there, and we out.